another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. Thank you so much for clicking whatever link led you here. I'm so happy you're here, whether you're watching now or long after the heat death of the earth and you found a way to find archived YouTube videos. However you found it, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so excited for this show tonight. It's gonna be a wild one. Don't know how it's gonna go. Before we get to that, big news up front. We are now about a week away. Next Tuesday, April 12th, if you are in the Boston area, please come out. We are doing a live in-person Inappropriate Movie Database from the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain. It's going to be so fun. We have such a great lineup for that show. It's going to be Angela Soya, Ama Marfo, Daniel Tromer, and Xavier Maurice. You laughing, Tyler?
I feel like you mispronounced at least three of them.
I mispronounced fucking everybody's name that I was trying to get through. I don't know how I kept stumbling over. Really, what I shouldn't have done is
that was awesome.
Taken an edible before this show, but I can do this. We're doing it.
I think the person whose name you got right was the person you'd known the least.
Angela Soya. Why do I say Soya? Let's restart this show.
Fuck it, Angela Soya, kid.
It's going to be Angela Sawyer, Danya Tromer, Ama Marfo, Xavier Maurice. Josh Pick is producing. He's also going to be a part of the show. It's going to be so much fun. That's at the Midway Cafe at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, April 12th. $5 at the door. Please come show up. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to start doing this first Tuesday of every month at the Midway Cafe. So let's make this first one count. Please come out if you want more info on that. Join the Facebook group if you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, or follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IMDb Game. That's where you can find more information about the show and that show in particular. Next Tuesday, I want to see as many people out as possible. But before we get to that, we've got a show tonight. It's April 4th right now, so I thought it would be a good idea to do Fourquels, and I was wrong. I'll tell you right at the start here. I thought that there were more. And there are not. And it turns out a lot of the ones that exist you've never heard of. The ones that do exist, you might not know the full title of. So we're going to play a little looser tonight, I think, is what's going to happen. Also, since I started doing these themes, I've been reusing some movies I've used before. I had 3 movies left over that I could use. Getting rid of the 4 that some other players on the show have already done. So I had to go ahead and write 16 new movies for this episode. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll say this up top before I bring my players in. I'm going to add a little bit of a wrinkle to this game, and we'll see how well this works.
Oh?
If you know what the franchise is, buzz in with the franchise. If you say the correct franchise, I will reopen it up to everyone else. If you know the right title of that movie, you can steal the point. If not, the person who guessed the franchise gets the points. So just a little extra there, so somebody's not just saying it's the 4th Star Wars. We'll see how that works. This could be a disaster. If you think this is bad, wait, I found out that May 5th is on a Thursday. So this could get worse next month.
Oh, boy.
But like I said, so excited for this group of folks tonight. We've got 3 returning favorites and a newbie. Joining me on the show tonight are Josh Pick, Julie Cameron, Troy Burditt, Tyler Durniak. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
I was so worried after the beginning of that opening I was going to fuck up each and every one of your names, but
I was looking forward to it. It's tradition for you at this point.
Hey, I'm 2-2 now.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick. Say Josh Pick wrong. I fucking dare you.
Josh Warrior's on the show tonight.
There it is.
Well, let's start with Josh. Like I said, he's producing the live show, and he's back on here for, I think, his 27th time. I don't know. You're on the show too much, Josh. Josh Picks.
I am.
Hey, Josh.
Well, I'll leave.
All right. Well, it was good to see you, buddy.
Well, you called my bluff.
Now I know that you're gonna really fucking hate this show.
Yeah, I mean,
where do you think this is gonna stack in between like this and movies from the last 5 years?
I can't imagine movies from the last 5 years being beaten by anything. That was just the zenith of punishment. That was like if. Oh man, I don't have a witty like metaphor or simile for that. It felt bad. I do. It felt like tethered swimming. It felt like that.
Yeah,
just bad.
Totally.
I'm going to ask this question. I don't know if you have an answer to it, but I'm going to ask everybody. Do you know of a fourth movie that you like?
Yeah, plenty of them.
All right, great. Perfect. Let's move on to the next player. Oh, name one.
House Rules 4.
Perfect.
Mad Max Fury Road.
We're not talking to you yet, Tyler. God damn it. Just for that, I'm going to introduce you last.
I thought we were going down the line with the question.
Who cares?
Yeah. Let's introduce first time on the show.
Move on.
So happy he decided to do this. He's a comic I've liked for a long time. He's so funny, and I think this is
he likes you, Troy.
This is the last.
I'm blushing over Zoom.
I think this is the last Monday Zoom show he'll be able to do, because I just found out he's starting up co-hosting an open mic on Monday nights to take even more comics away from me. Troy Burditt's on the show. Hey, Troy.
Hey, thanks for having me, Nick. So happy to be here. I love movies. I watch them all day.
Perfect. So you're going to be great at this show.
Surprised I had any time in my schedule to stop watching movies to do a game show about movies. Thank you.
If there's one thing I know about you, you got a good memory and you're good with titles, so you're going to be great at this show. Troy, do you have like a fourth movie? This is such a dumb question, but do you have a fourth movie that you think is pretty good?
A fourth movie, Aliens 4.
Perfect. Do you know which one that is?
Yes, that's the one where they clone what's-her-face. And there's a weird like mix alien thing. I don't remember what happens, but it was great.
It is going to be a good episode.
Yeah.
Troy, thanks for doing this show.
Thank you.
Also returning to the show, honestly, the last time she was on, she should have won. I will say that right now.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of saying that and fucking jinxing everything.
Not only was I going to win, I was setting a record.
Like I put out the standings before this, and Josh Pick, who I said has been on like 27 shows, he's won 4 times. His highest score is lower than your high score. You have won 0 times.
Not fair. It's still good. It's going to be 0 for 4 today. Because
also Julie Cameron's on the show. Let me say her name and actually introduce her. Julie Cameron.
You mean Julie Cameron?
Oh.
She tried to do the joke and just froze, and that's what she gets for saying that I'm bad with names.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Right in the middle of the introduction,
that's pretty funny.
Oh, I think she's back.
Damn.
Now you're there. Hi again, Julie. And Troy left. Oh, he's back too.
Oh, I'm back.
This is going great.
It's going so good.
I'm still here.
Julie, you did say that you were going to try to study for this. How did that work for you?
Well, I read a list.
Oh,
and I memorized some titles. I still don't know what those movies are about.
That doesn't matter, I don't think.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I could bet on this show and nobody would take the bet, I would keep my bet to myself so that I don't accidentally jinx anything.
Hell yeah.
Damn well better.
Julie, do you have a fourth movie that you want to talk about?
I have a fourth movie that I don't hate. I'm not quite sure why I asked to be on this show because I really hate franchise movies. So I have one that I hate the least.
Which is it?
Hunger Games.
Which one is that?
Mockingjay.
Which Mockingjay?
Yeah. I was gonna say I actually know this one.
Yeah.
It's one of the few I have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Before we get going, can I just say one quick thing?
Yeah, what's up?
I'd like to congratulate Julie on the win. One's in the bag, Julie.
Well, Julie,
Josh,
thank you for coming back on the show. Let's see how this works out.
Apparently, I'm a masochist. I just like to lose repeatedly.
Speaking of likes to lose repeatedly, our final returning guest tonight.
What happened?
Honestly, I love it that he comes on the show. I love seeing him, regardless of how I really feel about him. He's 1-12. So he's won before in the one episode I put him on with the other.
What was his winning score?
No, the question is, what was the episode he won on?
Yeah.
Hey, no one has to know that it was the episode that was specifically about people who have lost previous episodes.
Tyler Durniak's back on the show. Hey, Tyler.
Hey.
How you feeling about this one, buddy?
You know, I've been thinking about it for about a fortnight.
That's a video game.
Oh yeah, it's also a unit of time measurement. I have to.
I'll
I
take
have to
your
give
word
you
for
some forewarning. There's going to be more puns where that came from.
Good.
I don't want to have to forfeit my score.
No.
I want to stop talking to you, but I'm going to ask the question. Is there a fourth that you were talking about earlier?
It was Mad Max Fury Road.
That is a fourth movie, and that's a title that I didn't even have to ask you for the full title.
Yeah, it's probably the best Mad Max.
It's definitely the one that you don't feel bad about watching right now.
Why would you feel bad about watching any of the other ones? Is there something weird that happened with one of the actors a lot?
Yeah, it's some Australian guy. I don't remember his name.
Hugh Jackman?
Oh.
Well, thank you all for being on the show.
Hugh Jackman wasn't in that movie.
Well, you'd never believe how he got that last name.
Hey, thank you all for being here. If you haven't seen the show before, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled content warnings for a whole bunch of Fourquels. These warnings are written by anonymous weirdos who have some sort of grudge against movies, I think. Really, really don't like the content they see, and they need to tell the internet about it. I've gathered their ramblings, and I'm going to read them to my friends tonight. They're going to try to figure out what movie these warnings are from. So unless there's anything else going on, I think it's time to jump into the game. And to do that, Josh, you're up first.
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 1988, 2011, or 2019?
Uh-uh.
All right, we'll move on to the next person then.
All right, thanks.
88, 11, 19.
88.
88.
Said you're gonna move on to the next person. I panicked.
I know. I make jokes sometimes.
I wish you'd do it on stage.
I should try that again. I've heard people have told me you should do comedy. And they've all been wrong. This is the first movie of the night from 1988 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, hardly any gore except when the villain dies.
I'll take a stab at it. Why not?
Why not? Anybody else want to take a stab at it? Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Cider House Rules 4, Nick. Fuck you. No, I think
Thank you,
it's
Josh.
I don't. Is it Superman 4? I don't really know when those movies came out more than just
There
There
is
was a
so
villain
much
in it.
gore when Nuclear Man dies in Superman.
Is there?
4.
I don't know. Sounds like I'm wrong.
Tyler, I do have to read the next.
Oh no, I think I got it. I got it.
I hope you do. Let's see if
Oh.
anybody else can get it from this.
So what you're saying
It
is
is
it's
not Superman 4.
Well, it could have been.
It could have been, yeah. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a girl gains other people's characteristics as they die. Tyler, you said you knew it.
Yeah, it turns
Julie
out
also
it's
has a
not
guess.
Police Academy 4.
Josh, what do you think this movie is this time?
My Little Pony again.
Julie, what do you think?
Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Master.
I don't even have to ask the room. You got the right subtitle. This is Nightmare on Elm Street for the Dream Master.
I don't want to
Troy's-
brag, but I did read a list earlier.
Troy's hand is up too, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah,
after she started answering.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna double check if it was Superman 4.
My man.
I
Always
had a
got my
hunch.
back, Troy. Yeah, it
I
could have
picked-
been.
I picked a hard topic, but at least I picked a terrible group of people to play this with.
Sure did, Nick.
Every
One of-
dungeon
one of you is
master.
correct.
Every week you just plan your own funeral, and here we are.
Just for fun, the other clues in Dream Master are the frightening and intense scenes. This is much, way, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, less scarier than the second and third films, Almost No Blood. Sex and Nudity, the villain asks a girl, do you want to suck face? She says no, but she still sucks on her face and takes away all of her breath. And Sex and Nudity, a teenage boy sees a person in his waterbed before the killer jumps out and chases him. He is unharmed. Julie, you're in the lead with 4 points.
Still sounds like it might be a Superman movie to me.
Sounds pretty super to me.
Was the person in the waterbed related to the killer or just two unrelated events?
Well, if I can spoil a moment from the Dream Master, the boy sees like a naked woman swimming in his waterbed and goes after, but it turns out it's Freddy.
Freddy's not a naked woman?
He can be.
Freddie
Troy and
got
Tyler tied in
fingered.
second place with 0
Sounds
each. Josh at -2.
No.
Julie, would you like a movie from 2006, 2009, or 2019?
2019.
2019.
Oh wait, why am I raising my hand?
I don't know. You might know the answer.
I thought you were cool. That's why. But I guess not.
From 2019, for 5 points under Sex and Nudity, a character is technically in her underwear for most of the film, but it's modest enough not to be obviously recognizable as such, and isn't that different to modern outer clothing? Josh is going to keep guessing. Anybody else? Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Showgirls 4. Please stop it, ladies.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Avengers 4 or Infinity War? Whatever it's
Troy,
called.
what do you think this movie
More
is?
like Infinity 4.
I'm gonna double down and say Showgirls 4 : show me the girls.
Julie, what do you think this movie is?
Avengers Endgame.
It is not Showgirls 4. It is not Infinity War. It is not Endgame.
Oh, I know what I did wrong.
Good round, everybody.
I know how.
You
For
I
you
four
know you did
points.
wrong. You answered the question incorrectly.
For
Shut
4
up,
points under violence and gore, 2 characters comically attack an old woman during a dream sequence. This is played for laughs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Josh, what do you think?
So the thing about the Showgirls franchise is that it's
Uh-huh.
much like the Aliens franchises in that they're numbered, like how there's Alien and then Aliens.
Yep.
They tried doing the same thing for Showgirls too, but it was just Showgirl.
Uh-huh.
And it was the scope, the whole scope of the movie was much different. It just dealt with an insurance claim that one of the girls had. Spoiler alert, she did end up. It was a happy ending, and she got the deductible back, which was like $800, which was a big deal at the time in 1997 when Showgirl was made, which is Showgirls 2. Now it was confusing when you get to Showgirls 3.
For 3 points under violence and gore, in a rumble, a character loses one arm. Although later we know that happens to her frequently, and it is duct taped back on easily. I see Julie and Josh
Yeah.
Oh.
and
Oh.
Tyler.
Oh.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
This is Toy Story 4.
Troy, what do you think this movie is?
Is it Bad Boys 4? Those boys are bad.
Josh, what do you think
Worst
this movie is?
boys.
So when they got to Showgirls 3,
Julie, what do you think this movie is?
oh man,
Toy Story 4, and I'm mad at the people that wrote the first 2 descriptions.
Yep, 2 of you are right. This is Toy Story 4.
2 of us are right. It's Bad Boys 4.
What
And-
pervert
I knew I got that right.
was in her underwear?
Bo Peep, right?
Yeah, Bo Peep is technically in her underwear.
Yeah, it was really messed up. In the original director's cut, she wore crotchless panties. It was really important.
If you think that's bad, wait for this 2-point clue.
I thought that was Martin Lawrence in his underwear.
Under frightening and intense scenes, the ending is very emotional. The film deals with mature themes, including abandonment, rejection, despair, unusual anger, attempted suicide, loneliness, organ transplant, organ theft, and existential crisis, as well as the aforementioned ending and the perilous situations. And under frightening and intense scenes, some viewers may find it quite sad when Woody gives up his voice box.
not me.
Can we go back to that second clue? What was the anger thing that they were warning about?
The unusual anger?
Yeah, what?
I
what do
could
they
not tell
mean?
you.
Also, I like unusual. They weren't like unjustifiable anger. There's like unusual anger.
I love that they equate what's happening to organ theft and organ transplant. Julie still in the lead. Now it's 6 points. Tyler is at 2. Troy is at -2. Josh is at
Nice.
-5. And I need to.
Doesn't
fix
seem fair,
something
does it?
quick. There we go. All right. Troy, would you like a movie from 1965, 2008, or 2011?
I'm going to go with 2008.
2008. Yeah, much better.
Fuck yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I think there's only like 19 movies, so that movie might still happen. Not right
Yeah,
now.
I'm really, really hopeful.
This movie's from 2008. For 5 points under violence and gore, a man punches another man in the nose, just as he promised.
Oh,
See Josh and Troy. Troy, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going to say Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Josh, what do you think?
Superman 4. Just go home, Superman.
No and no. For 4 points, under frightening and intense scenes, the death count isn't as much as in the previous films in the series. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Live Free or Die Hard?
Josh, what do you think?
Silence of the Lambs 4. The We Take Miami this time from the Muppets.
Surprisingly, no. It's also not Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah, wrong year, idiot.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, the main character is shown bare-chested being scrubbed down in a decontamination chamber. Josh.
Come on, man.
Hold on.
I have feelings, Nick.
Tyler, what do you think?
Is this Austin Powers?
Josh, what do you think?
Outbreak 4. Dustin Hoffman isn't dead yet.
It is not Austin Powers.
Boo.
Do have to read this next clue under violence and gore for 2 points. Some smaller children may not like the huge ants or the aliens, and the lead villain is killed by the aliens as she explodes on screen. Josh, what do you think?
Alien Junior 4.
Troy, what do you think?
I'm going to say Ants 4.
Julie, what do you think?
Indiana Jones and the something crystal skull. Kingdom.
That's close enough.
Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
You got it. Great. That's the answer. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
He wants this game to be over so bad.
Showgirls 4.
Final clue in that, under violence and gore, some violent and creepy themes, including Russians killing Americans and disrupting mummified corpses to find an alien skull made entirely of crystal. Really tried to give you that one.
Yeah.
Julie now at 8 points. Tyler's in second place with 0. Troy is at -4. Josh is at -9.
Julie, I got a good feeling about this one for you.
Shut up, Josh.
I really think that you're going to win this one, Julie.
You know what? I don't actually think you're the one that curses me. I think it's just Nick.
No, I genuinely think that you're going to win.
I
did.
Tyler, I think you got this. You can turn this around, buddy.
It only takes 2 questions.
Tyler, would you like a movie from 1997, 2007, or 2011?
97.
97. All right, from 1997 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes, a man dies on screen, but it is meant to be humorous. Josh, what do you think? Hold on, Julie, what do you think? Hold on, Troy, what do you think?
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Julie, what do you think?
Vegas Vacation.
Josh, what do you think?
I think that the year is wrong, but
no, it's right.
Showgirls, no, Lethal Weapon 4.
Tyler, what do you think?
Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Episode 1.
It is not Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah.
It is not Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
That came out in 1999, dummies.
Also, I'm wondering what character dies in a humorous way.
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh my God,
all
Jim.
of them.
This movie is Vegas Vacation.
God damn it.
You did study, hell yeah.
Oh.
So check her web history. She's got a corked bat.
Other clues in Vegas Vacation: under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a man drinks a tall, silly-looking alcoholic drink. Sex and Nudity: there are some questionable statues seen around the casino. Frightening and intense scenes: in a scene at the Hoover Dam, a man locks himself outside and has to scale up the Hoover Dam and maneuver himself across electrical wires. This scene is purely for the sake of comedy, but can frighten those with a fear of heights. And Sex and Nudity: Ellen visits Wayne Newton's house. During a fancy dinner, he starts kissing her sensually, but Clark interrupts her. Julie got the first 5-point clue of the night. I really thought that was going to go to Josh.
He'll steal a 5-pointer away from me soon.
Oh, yeah.
Julie's still in the lead now at 13. Tyler, you're in second place with -1. Troy at -5. Josh at -10.
Not bad. I think it's still coming back.
Yeah.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1986, 1994, or 2022?
Life is Pain, Nick. 2022.
Hell yeah. This movie came out sometime in the last 3 or 4 months. For 5 points under profanity.
Can I guess right now?
I mean, you can. I won't tell you if you're right or not. This might help other people.
Oh, okay. Then just say it.
For 5 points under profanity, exactly 114 uses of fuck, 84 uses of shit, and other uses of ass, damn, and cum.
Who counts this?
What year was
Somebody
this?
counts this this year.
This year.
Oh.
Somebody was in the theater with pen and paper tracking all of the fucks in this movie.
Can I
Josh,
say the
what is this
movie?
movie?
It's Jackass Forever, idiot.
It is Jackass Forever, idiot. Julie was right. Josh was going to take a 5-point clue pretty quickly.
I couldn't even think. I was like, what Fourquel has come out?
The
Other
only important fourth movie in the world.
Other
Jackass
clues in
Forever.
Jackass Forever: under sex and nudity, no female nudity, extremely graphic male nudity.
Yeah.
Sex
Yeah,
and
it's
nudity,
awesome.
a man
Nice.
drinks liquid identified as pig semen.
Yeah.
Violence and gore, a man is electrocuted several
Yeah.
times while a bear eats honey and salmon off his body.
Yeah. You just say
And violence
seven?
and gore, several.
Oh, okay.
Violence and gore, several comedic depictions of real injuries, pain, and fear, with some brief blood detail. People are knocked unconscious, penises and testicles are zapped, punched, smashed, covered in bees, and snapped by turtles.
What about the pogo stick and the softball?
Yeah, do you know
Pogo
how-
stick was fine.
Do you know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
hard
yeah.
it was to
That's
only
just good,
pick
clean
5
fun.
for this movie?
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
I almost thought of doing just a different episode where I just read everything that happens in Jackass Forever.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be great.
Julie's still in the lead of 13. Tyler in second place with -1. Troy and Josh tied in third place with -5.
Oh, hey, buddy. That's going to change in a minute.
Oh man, I'm
Oh, man.
sweating.
Josh is what, 3 or 4 questions away from first place.
Oh, who cares?
So within this
You would need
round,
4.
he will catch up.
All right, Julie.
Shut up, Tyler.
Julie, would you like a movie from 1972, 1994, or 2015?
94.
94. From 1994, this movie, for 5 points, under sex and nudity, a man licks a woman's face sensually. Josh, what do you think?
Batman Forever.
It is not Batman Forever.
Well, I got Jackass Forever, so I thought maybe it would work for something
Tyler,
else.
what do you think? You didn't get
This
in there.
one, Police Academy 4?
This one is also
No.
not Police Academy 4.
Wrong
Oh.
decade, buddy.
I don't know when the fourth one came out.
Clearly,
Nobody
you do
knows when the
not.
fourth one came out.
I do.
Gutenberg doesn't know when the fourth one came out.
Gutenberg
The guy who
doesn't know
invented
what
the
Gutenberg's name is.
printing press?
For 4 points under
Yes.
frightening and intense scenes, constant mayhem and chaos throughout.
Oh,
All right, Josh, what
you
now?
said 94, right?
94, yep.
Seinfeld season 4, silly.
Seinfeld was only on season 3, I think.
You shut up.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, a lot of scenes are supposed to be frightening, but are sometimes even hilarious, like the infamous dinner scene due to the horrible acting and weird dialogue. Julie, what do you think?
I'm second guessing myself. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Josh, what do you think?
The Showgirls prequel. They're only 16, creep.
Troy, what do you think?
Straight out of Compton 4, they're still in Compton.
Straight out of Compton 4. Return to Compton.
I am only going to do this because I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Can anybody name what the subtitle for the 4th Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is?
Maybe.
Julie, I'll give you first try.
I feel like this is wrong and it's like a Star Wars name, but like The Next Generation or some bullshit like that.
It is some bullshit like that. You got it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, some bullshit like that.
Starring Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchising rights.
It's a
where they start
wild
selling multiple different human food companies.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4. We don't want to lose the licensure to this.
Other clues under violence and gore, a girl is hung up on a meat hook. And under violence and gore, unlike the other films in the series, the chainsaw is never used for killing.
This is just false advertising.
Yeah.
Julie is now at 16. Tyler's at -2. Troy is at -6. Josh is at -8.
I'm getting there. Yeah, hey, that's what I was saying.
You're welcome.
Race to the bottom, baby.
Thank you. Yeah.
Troy, would you like a movie from 2009, 2011, or 2019?
Fuck it up, Troy.
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
2019 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, there are multiple sci-fi action sequences and mayhem throughout, including a 40-minute war sequence. Josh and Tyler, anybody else? Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Transformers 4, we're all out of steakums.
Tyler, what do you think?
It's the Avengers.
It's what?
It's the Avengers. It's the Avengers.
What movie is it, Tyler?
It's the Avengers.
Yes, but what movie is it, Tyler?
It's the Avengers.
I feel like I've asked you enough times. I might have to ask Julie what this movie is.
I want to say Endgame.
You got it. This is the Avengers Endgame. This time.
What did you just say? Infinity Wars again?
Because that wasn't the answer, silly Billy.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like this extra rule. I can't use it for anything else, but
No, it's fun. Yeah,
Use it for,
it's a good one.
your next one where you do 5s.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't tempt
No
me.
one will
Like
do.
I said, 5/5 is a show filming date.
I'll fucking do it. Fuck it. This is horrible. No, this is great.
Other clues in Endgame, a character struggles as he has his weapon driven into his chest. He can be seen screaming out in pain as it begins to cut beyond his armor. Very disturbing.
Nah.
Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A character is seen drinking a lot of beer and alcohol, and you can see supplies outside and around his house. He looks for a drink numerous times throughout. Sex and nudity. One character makes a comment on another character's butt, saying, quote, "That is America's ass." This is played for laughs. And frightening and intense scenes. Of all the MCU films, this one is easily the darkest and most depressing film in the franchise. It's much more emotional and intense than the previous film, and despite its fair share of comedic moments, the entire film has a tone, look, and feel of a dystopian movie.
Yes, this sounds like Showgirls.
It is very close to Showgirls. Julie still in the lead at 16. Tyler in second place, back in the positives at 3. Troy at -6. Josh at -9.
Nice.
Tyler, would you like a movie? Here it is again from 1965, 2006, or 2011.
65.
65.
Yes.
Let's do this. From 1965 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, a man pulls another man's legs out from under him and karate chops his head. All right, Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
It's chitty, 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 chitty. Bang, 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 bang. The
Josh, what do you
Fourquels
think?
of chitty, chitty, bang.
Casablanca 4, the only one to survive the war where the background characters no one remembers.
Julie, what do you think?
Thunderball.
Tyler, you were like uncomfortably close with that guess. Julie, you knew the movie. This
It was
is
the only one in
Thunderball.
that year. That's how I knew.
Oh, that's right.
And I
You
had to
studied
look
earlier.
it up. I didn't know it was a Bond film.
This feels like this feels dirty.
She told you she was looking it up beforehand. She's not looking it up now, right?
No, look, phone, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she's not doing it now.
No, she already knew
That's
the
not
answer.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was the only one in the 60s.
She doesn't have to look it up. She wrote it down in a notebook. That's in front of her.
Other clues in Thunderball. Under violence and gore, there's a good deal of violence in this film, but it mostly takes place underwater, taming it a bit. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. It is mentioned that a female spy killed herself with a cyanide pill once she was captured by enemies. Sex and nudity. During the opening credits, we can see many female forms swimming underwater, all of which appear nude. These forms are solid black in color and silhouetted. There is one woman in the distance, and you can clearly see her breast, not a silhouette, as the light hits her just enough. Other passing by the camera are close enough that you can see their breast flapping and their nipples. And frightening and intense scenes, a man is thrown into a shark pool. He struggles and screams. He is attacked by the sharks off screen. We don't see his body, but we see the water turn red. At the time this film was released, this was the most intense death in a Bond film. Julie, still surprisingly in the lead at 21 points. Tyler's real close by, nipping at your heels at 2. Troy's at -6. Josh is at -10.
Nice.
We only have 4 movies left. We have one more go around, one more for each of you.
Hey.
We're wrapping up this game pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
I come back.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1986, 2009, or 2011?
2080s, 1980s. I don't. You know what? You dealer's choice.
2011 it is.
Let's go, buddy. Hell yeah. Life has no meaning, Nick. You decide.
Why do I have you on this show, Josh?
I don't know. I really don't know.
2011 for 5 points under sex and nudity. The main character wakes up covered in feathers, which implies the sex last night. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
It's Born on the 4th of July.
What a fun movie.
Josh, what do you think?
So I know I really was confident earlier about the Showgirls franchise, but I kind of realized that I was mixing it up with a different 1990s stripper.
Uh-huh.
Shut up. Striptease 4.
Uh-huh.
No more Demi. Now it's just Ashton.
Troy, what do you think?
I'm gonna say Ice Age 4.
That's a fun guess.
Yeah. Very sexy movie, Ice Age 4.
A lot of banging.
No, it's not Ice Age 4 or either of the
Ray
other answers.
Romano
Either of the other answers.
in Mastodon form.
Ray Romano grunting.
That had to have been someone's awakening. You know that Ray Romano has.
Hey, Tyler, what would that sound like?
Oh, Ma, I'm a mammoth, Ma.
So he calls out for his mother during it.
Spank me, Ma.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, a character kisses another character's pregnant stomach.
Wait, what was that one under?
Sex and nudity. Josh, what's up?
Spider-Man 4.
It is not Spider-Man 4.
Birdman 4.
For 3 points under violence and gore. A character's dream sequence where many people, including her family and friends, are shown dead and covered in blood. She herself is covered in blood, and it is implied another character killed them, and the couple is standing on a pile of the deceased. Julie, what do you think?
The 4th Twilight bullshit.
Troy, what do you think?
That sounds like Shrek 4 if I've ever heard it.
Tyler, what do you think?
I believe that's Twilight, and I believe it's Breaking Dawn Part 2.
1.
Josh, what do you think?
Oh, you don't want to know what I think, Nick.
That's fine. We can just move on.
No, you do. I think it's oh shit, I actually forgot my answer. So I'll say the vampire movie, their interview with those vampires.
This movie is Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1.
I realized I could have just said that and taken the points, but it felt real. Oh no, it didn't feel good.
Other clues under violence and gore. After the main character's death, a young
Thank you,
man
Julie.
walks slowly into the room where another character is holding the main character's baby, and the young man is about to kill the baby until she looks at him and he imprints on her. And
That
violence
is
and
pretty
gore.
sexy.
It's something else. Violence and gore, fight scenes with werewolves fighting vampires and werewolves being thrown around and hit. We have 3 movies left. It's anybody's game.
I'm gonna win this one.
Julie, you're at 24. Tyler's in second place with 0. Troy's in third place with -8. Josh is at -13. With
number.
15 points left on the board, I will say I have a feeling I know who's going to win, but I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to say anything.
You shut your mouth. Say Josh is going to win. Say Josh is going to win. Say it.
Josh, I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna win.
All right. Julie,
hear
would
the
you like a
sincerity in my
movie?
voice?
Would you like a movie from 2007, 2009, or 2010?
2007.
2007. For 5 points under sex and nudity, a nude dead man is seen on a table in a morgue. His genitals are shown. Tyler, what do you think?
I actually
Is
know
this-
this.
Is this Final Destination 4?
Josh, what do you think?
Is this Saw 4?
This is not Final Destination 4.
Ooh.
Troy, what do you think?
Men in Black 4.
It is not Men in Black 4. It's actually Saw 4. Josh gets
Saw
it.
4, right?
Ah,
I've never seen it, but I know it came out around then, and that's a Saw. Yeah, that's cool.
Josh somehow manages 2 5-point clues in this game.
Hey, we like to have fun, huh?
Other clues in Saw 4 under violence and gore. A man falls into a cage containing barbed wire after trying to attack another man. Violence and gore. A man is forced to mutilate his face by pushing it through a row of knives in order to free himself from the metal blades piercing his wrists and feet. His face is very graphically sliced and left extremely bloody. An enormous blood puddle is left on the ground from both his sliced open wrist and his sliced open face.
That's fun.
Violence and gore. A puppet explodes in a woman's face. Bruises and facial wounds are shown.
Phrasing.
And frightening and intense scenes. The deaths may be intense for some viewers. The traps may be intense for some viewers. Julie's still in the lead at 24. Tyler's in second place with -1. Josh is in third place now with -8. Troy is at -9.
no.
Troy loves movies.
We've got 2 movies left. Troy, would you like a movie from, where are we? 2006, 2009, or 2011?
I'm gonna go with 2006.
2006. Penultimate movie from 2006 for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, some younger children may find the puppet man a bit disturbing, although they shouldn't be watching the film in the first place.
Well,
Good point.
Josh, what do you think?
That's a good point about
Hold
this
on.
movie. Kid.
Tyler, what do you think?
this is the seed of Chucky.
Josh, what do you think?
8-legged freaks 4, 12-legged freaks.
It is not Seed of Chucky.
But in Europe, it's 8-legged freaks 4, 32-legged freaks because of the
Yeah, we'll
metric
just Troy, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm gonna say the Godfather 4 puppet version.
Very classic, real movie.
All right. For 4 points under violence and gore, just as plentiful as the crude sex jokes is the over-the-top slapstick comedy that, while never bloody or gory, is still violent. Julie, what do you think?
Scary Movie 4.
Tyler, what do you think?
Scary Movie 4.
Josh, what do you think?
Scary Movie 4, Speed 2.
I'll still give it to you, despite your best efforts. This is Scary Movie 4.
I just said what they said. You should not give me points for that.
Yeah, but you made the decision to say it.
I'm cheating, Nick.
I don't care.
I do. This is my
Other
big
clues
break,
in
Nick.
Scary
Don't ruin
Movie
it.
4 under Sex and Nudity, there's a scene where the president is showcasing a captured alien weapon to the UN. It malfunctions, leaving him and the entire audience naked. The president's
genuinely had
buttocks
no
are
idea.
clearly visible in some shots. In the same scene, the president makes a reference to his penis, saying, quote, "I've been pulling this thing up and down like a zipper."
I've never seen any of these movies.
Classic.
Yes. Sex and Nudity, a woman wipes her lips, indicating that she had oral sex with the scary saw puppet off screen.
Cool.
And Violence and Gore, Dr. Phil gets hit in the head with a pipe and ceiling chunks. He cuts off his foot, then raises the severed limb in the air. His cut flesh is shown still attached to a shoe.
God, we're such a cool culture. That movie cost millions of dollars and made millions of dollars. We fucking rule.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Problem with us. Nothing wrong here in this country.
All right, we've got one movie remaining. Julie is at 28 points. Tyler right behind at 2 points.
Ooh.
Josh is at -5. Troy is at
I'm sneaking up
-10.
on you, Julian.
Tyler,
Still
you
time.
get to pick this last movie. You want a movie from 1972, 1986, or 2015?
Let's do 86.
86. Tyler had the opportunity to pick Mad Max Fury Road and didn't go for it.
What was that? What movie?
That was the 2015 choice, but we're doing 1986.
What movie?
Yeah.
For 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes, through most of the film, the main characters are on a mission to save the entire planet from destruction. Tyler, Troy, what do you think?
I'm gonna say Superman 4.
You
Tyler,
son of a
what do you
bitch,
think?
Troy.
That's gonna be
it's,
it, the last one.
It's born on the 4th of July.
I'm going to do this in not the right order, but Josh, what do you think?
Superman 4. Let's go to
Nice.
bed together, Superman.
Julie,
You're super.
Julie, can you end this game right now?
I fucking hope so.
Let's go
Star
to
Trek 4,
bed together.
something, Voyage Home.
That is the movie.
Ah,
Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Yes.
Let's finish up just for fun. Under frightening and intense scenes, one scene of characters underwater struggling for breath while escaping a sinking craft may be intense for some. Violence and Gore, a punk on a bus is non-violently rendered unconscious, played for laughs. Violence and Gore, during a tour of an aquatic.
We're so close to the end, buddy.
Good word.
That is a good word.
During a tour in an aquatic facility, why do I have a game where I have to read? A tour
you're
group
not
that
good to
includes the
yourself.
main characters is shown real footage of whalers butchering dead whales. This is accompanied by the tour guide describing the plight of the animals and their endangered status and fits in well with the film's overall save the whales message. And
Gross.
under profanity, damn it, dumbass, double dumbass on you. In general, the stronger profanities are used as punchlines to the jokes that the Enterprise crew are generally fish out of water in the 80s. That was Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. This was Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight. First time guest, Troy. Troy. I'm slipping over every word. This game needs to end. Troy Burditt at a -11 points. Josh at -6 points. Tyler at 1 point.
Hey, buddy,
Julie.
good job.
Becoming only the third player in the history of this game to break 30 points at 33 points, making Julie the winner tonight.
And I'd just like to say I have watched maybe one of the movies I guessed today.
That's fine. You came to play and only one other person did, which makes it so much sadder for him.
Ooh.
Who did it?
Which one?
Yeah, which one of us came to play?
Well, this was so much. Is fun the right word? This was an experience.
I had fun.
I had some fun.
Yeah.
I'm having fun right now.
It
Also,
really
hey-
isn't hard.
Also,
I had fun winning against people that weren't playing.
Hi again, Katie Baker in the comments. Katie Baker's watching the show right now.
Oh,
I mean, if I know an answer, I'll say it. I just didn't know many answers.
Before we go, if there is anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Troy, I'll start with you.
Sorry.
I just want to say thank you for having me on tonight.
Thank you for being on tonight. Tyler.
Really the only thing I'd like to talk about is my Born on the 4th of July joke. You see, in the fiction of the joke that I came up with, it was the fourth in a series of movies, the original being Born on the 1st of July, the sequel being Born on the 2nd of July, and the triquel being Spaceballs. So I just wanted to get that out of the way and clear the record, as it were.
Cool.
Also, there's an open mic in Allston, Massachusetts, every Wednesday at Model Cafe. List out at 6.
Yeah, go to that open mic. That is, that's a fun one. They let me do this show before a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a lot better now.
Not anymore. Once Tyler took over, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that show there anymore. I don't know if I'm coming back.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's better than the other guy.
That's true. I hated that guy. I don't remember his
Yeah,
name. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
None of us like him.
I'm so
Josh.
sick of Zach Fisher.
Yeah.
Josh, you got anything left?
Yeah, I would just like to come out and support the much forgotten and maligned movie Showgirls 4. That came out in like 2000. Saturday, I'm on what should be a fun show out in North Adams, Massachusetts, at the Bright Ideas Brewery at 8 p.m. on Saturday. You should go to that. It's gonna be cool. I'm on it with a couple of people who are not here, and that's it. No one who is here. I'm on the show with Julie. Julie's on it. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited to get to do a real show. That is very mean. I'm so sorry, Nick. I didn't mean that. I mean a show in real life. This is a real show.
I mean, while we're on the subject, if anybody knows how to produce a comedy show, I could really use somebody to produce this show. I've had a falling out with the last one. I'm great to work with. He's a little bit of a prick.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I forgot you're the only one who can say words wrong, Nick. Fucking idiot. Oh boy. Yeah, so go to that thing. I was just go watch. You know what? Just go watch the first Showgirls. It's fun. It's a real
I'm really full of
real
regret
treat.
for saying the movie Showgirls to you at Midway last night.
Oh, is that what put it in my brain?
Yes.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Because we
that
were talking
one?
about
Pennies
putting
from
it on
heaven?
TV at the bar.
Finally, our
Have
winner,
fun.
Julie.
Well, yeah, I will also be in North Adams with Josh on Saturday. But also next Tuesday, the 12th, after you go to Midway and watch the live version of this show, I will be at the Jungle at 9:30, Be Mean to Men. So if you enjoyed me roasting Tiny, you now get to see me roast other people.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And this one is going to be hopefully fun, but very challenging because it's a tournament style roast. So you don't know if you move on who you roast next. So there will be a lot more improvising happening.
So instead of writing jokes, you just get to be mean.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm kind of good at it.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
I'm a very unpleasant person.
You are. You're a real bitch, Julie.
I am. I had a phone call with Ori today to talk about the roast, and he was like, I'm just going to kind of talk about your vibe. And I was like, what's that, bitchy? And he was like, yeah.
Oh, I like your background.
Thank you. It's Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh.
Well, once again, thank you so much to my guests, Josh Pick, Julie Cameron, Troy Burditt, Tyler Durniak. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. And on Facebook, if you search IMDb Internet Movie Database or click the link in the description. Like I said, we're going to be at the Midway Cafe next Tuesday, April 12th at 7 p.m. In Jamaica Plain. So please come out to that. And watch more of this show. We do the show Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're back on Thursday with movies based on TV shows. Josh Poirier's going to be on that. Jer Palapal's going to be on that. Ken Green's going to be on that. And Ariana McGee's going to be on that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So please look out for that. Look out for all of these shows. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do whatever YouTubers tell you to do. And goodbye.